So this is the story of where there's a will, there's a way. Back in, I don't know, 2007, 2008, something like that. I had a four-wheel drive Chevy S10. And I was pulling a trailer, doing scrap metal, metal recycling, that type of thing. And I used to buy a lot of junk cars. And I would tow them in with a chain with my truck. And I had a relationship with a scrap yard. I was always selling them junk cars. And this one particular day, I was on my way into the scrap yard with a junk car in tow. And a guy pulled out of a side road and he hit me. And he totaled my truck. And I was out of work. I was without a truck, waiting on an insurance check. I don't know, about 3.5, 4 weeks or something right now. While I was waiting on my insurance check, I didn't have a vehicle to go and pick up scrap metal because my truck had been totaled. So what I did, instead of sitting around being broke, is I still had business cards. And I got on my bicycle and I started riding. And I rode neighborhood after neighborhood after neighborhood after neighborhood. And any place I seen a car that looked like it had grass growed up underneath it, or it had leaves on the windshield or leaves on the roof, it looked like it had been sitting, I went up and knocked on the door and told the people, as funny as it may look, me pulling up on my bicycle, I do buy junk cars. And I would offer them cash for their junk car. Even though I didn't have cash, I'd offer them $200 and tell them when the tow truck got there, he'd pay them. So then I'd call the scrap yard and I'd send a wrecker, because they have a wrecker where they go pick up cars. I would send their wrecker to my customer, and their wrecker would pay my customer. They would pick up the car, they'd take it back to the scrap yard, they'd weigh it, and say if it turned out to be worth $500, they would subtract the $200 they paid, and they'd give me a call, and I'd go up there and I'd pick up an envelope with $300 in it. I didn't have a car, I didn't have any money, and I didn't have a record. But I would ride around on my bicycle for that 3 weeks that I was waiting on my insurance check, and I would still buy junk cars. Because if there's a will, there's a way. And that's a lesson in how some people will just accept defeat, but other people refuse to be defeated. Think about it.